I'm going to be showing you an example of a lower body workout. Now these can vary quite a bit, but we'll start the same. So first of all, you always want to get that range of motion. Start with a little bit of mobility. Now this is including light movements, trying to get as big of a range of motion that you feel comfortable with. Then eventually we'll get into potentially dynamic stretching if there's certain areas that are tight on you. So this side to side lunge movement is a good example of progressing into that, starting with smaller movements, activating the muscle, but also gently extending that range of motion, but of course only what feels comfortable for you. You'll notice that twist of the foot, getting a little deeper stretch on that inner thigh hamstring area. Then we're going to progress into more activation and stability. So noticing the pulse is getting more of that blood flow to those muscles, and then that single leg raise is taking you into a stability movement. So you're strong and stable, and we're warming up the muscles we're going to be working today. Now we can change ranges of motions and movements based on what your workout looks like. Now, the next one, we're going to be doing some more glute activation. So with some squat to leg raises. This is going to help create that tension on the outside of the leg so that that squat is strong, and also recruiting those muscle fibers and getting that activation we need for the workout. Those lateral lifts is getting kind of the glute med, where we're going to get into our glute bridges to get the glute maximus. So the bigger glute muscles, but also the lower back and core. So you're going to notice here, we're going to push that back into the floor to engage more core, squeeze the glutes, and then fire up with that hip drive. Now the band is going to help to get that tension on the outside of the leg so that we can push those knees out and activate more glutes, legs, and core in this movement. This is a great way to get things firing. Then dead bugs is great for that core activation as well, really focusing on that full body tension. Something to note here before we get into the next part is it will change based on what you're focusing on. If you're focusing on lifting heavy, if you're focusing on high volume light weights, or if you're focusing on power explosive moves like plyos, then we will change how this looks. Today was more lighter weights, so again, more activation on that squat movement, tension on the outside of the legs, nice slow full body tension, pausing at the bottom, getting that glute activation, and then keeping that tension all the way up. So full body tension through the whole range of motion, slow control, and focusing on that pause at the bottom as well. Then we're getting into a lightweight movement that will carry into the workout. This will change if you're doing more plyometrics, then you'll get some fast, explosive, but light jumping around kind of movements to prime your body for heavy explosive movements. This is how you will start. If you are lifting heavy, then you'll slowly progress the weights, or if you're just getting right into lighter weights, higher volumes, you can basically start your workout from here. But of course, spending more time on any mobility things you need to work on. This varies, like I said, with all different workouts and people. This is just a little example of what a lower body warm-up might look like. Thanks for tuning in, and stay tuned for more warm-ups on different workout focuses.